Şengün. At small forward, Bob Dandridge. At the other forward position, Draymond Green. At point guard, Tony Parker. At the other guard position, Luka Doncic.
Number 35, Andre Iguodala. The other forward, at 7'3", number 21, Kristaps Porzingis. At shooting guard, at 6'4", number 1, Anthony Edwards. At center, 7'6", number 7, Yao Ming. Starting at the other guard, at 6'9", number 32. Magic Johnson.
Broadcasting live, 2K Sports presents the NBA. It's Monday. Looks like we got some time to hear from David Aldridge before tip-off. What do you have, Dave? And it's going to be the Jazz off the tip. The starters for the Utah Jazz, Alperen Şengün out there with Draymond Green. Then there's Doncic. Then it's Tony Parker. And it's Dandridge in its small forward. Now, here's Doncic. Over Edwards. Doncic, no good. Hey, Steve, looking at the Utah Jazz, they've been so consistent during the regular season.
Kevin, but they haven't been able to carry this momentum into the postseason. This is a team that wants to win a title so badly, but they know they need to execute better during the playoffs.
That's just an unfair advantage. Magic standing at 6'9", with the way he handles the basketball creates huge matchup problems in that pick and roll.
Johnson, the pass to Yao. Out to Edwards for the three. The shot comes out. Now the Jazz take it the other way. Here's Parker. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
That's Draymond staying alert, recognizing the defense breakdown.
Doncic against Edwards. Iguodala with a screen on Doncic. Edwards passes to Porzingis. On the three off target. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Outside, Green. Nailed from three-point land.
He's worked on this to find space on the perimeter. The dagger by Draymond Green.
They double team Yao. Iguodala outside. Shot to stop the run. And Edwards with the stuff.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
So it's the Jazz now. The Rockets making the shot. They set the pick. And here's Doncic from the arc. The Rockets pull it in. And here is Johnson. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Parker with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And Parker just puts so much pressure on your defense with his speed, and he's made a living out of doing that.
And Parker drops them both. GA, the Houston Rockets coming off back-to-back losing seasons, and that has been tough for that franchise and for the city.
And Kevin, no doubt it affects the team's morale. It's hard to find the positives and see the road ahead, but listen, you got to stay strong and focus on just getting better every day.
And here is Parker after the three-pointer from Andre Iguodala. Pass to Şengün. Back to Parker. Great pass to set up the lay-in. 8 points for Tony Parker.
And when you give Parker room to work his magic down inside, he knows how to finish with style.
Porzingis with a screen on Doncic. Out to Porzingis. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, Utah. They lead by 4. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Yao draws the double. Houston moving it around. Edwards kicks to Yao. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And this is where the size of Ming is just too much. I have to foul him when he's that far.
That free throw, no good. And Greg, we're still very early in the season. What are these teams right now doing to maintain success through the year?
Well, this is the time for coaches to experiment with lineup combinations. And for the players, it's important they learn each other's tendencies and try and work on building chemistry. And you know there aren't many teams with a more dedicated fan base than Utah. The Jazz fans are behind their team no matter what.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Jazz. It's always striking, Greg, to see the bond between the Jazz team and their followers.
Well, when you're the only game in town, people take the team to heart. And we see it in cities like Portland and San Antonio as well. The fans form that attachment to their team.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Mutombo is checked in for Yao. Pascal Siakam comes in for Porzingis. Jonathan Isaac is checked in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Green in for Edwards. Here's Johnson after the Rockets pick up 3. Hardaway dishes to Green. Dikembe Mutombo pulls it in.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
2 minutes.
Now the pass to Siakam. And it's Dikembe with the jam.
And that is why they call him Mount Mutombo, chiseled like a rock.
Outside Hardaway. And there's the feed to Green. Johnson outside. Passes it to Dandridge. Pocket 4. Hardaway from outside. It's rebounded by Houston. 1:16 left to play in the first quarter. It's to Mutombo. It's stolen by Johnson. Hardaway with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Johnson in the corner. The Jazz with another miss. Rockets have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Johnson kicks to Isaac. It's tipped. Here's Mutombo. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Mutombo's got his second bucket of the night.
And Mutombo doesn't get bothered easily by contact. It's almost as if he embraces the challenge of converting through it.
And it's sent back by Isaac. Johnson outside. Mutombo is screen on Maxey. Johnson with it. Now Green defending. And it's Dikembe with the jam.
And the insane peripheral vision there. If anyone's open, even for an instant, Magic's gonna find you.
Hardaway passes to Johnson. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Rockets lead by 3. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas.
The Jazz 13.
Teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Houston.
Right out of the gates, they've been in attack mode. And I think that's by design because it has been relentless.
And I also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. Keldon Johnson is out there with Draymond Green. Then it's Tony Parker. Then it's Alperen Şengün. And it's Doncic in at the shooting guard. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. Now, from the step back to his attacking style, some have compared Luka Doncic to the bear, James Harden. There are some similarities, Harden said. Being able to dictate and control the game like he does, he never lets anyone speed him up, and he gets what he wants. Back to you, Kevin.
He always has. They're both pretty fun to watch. David, thank you.
And staying healthy for Porzingis has been a challenge over his career. Not uncommon for players standing well above 7 feet.
And finished off by Siakam.
Beautiful when the big man takes flight. Pascal Siakam leaving no room for error with that dunk.
Green, the screen. Parker dishes to Green. That one misses. And the Rockets take it the other way. And in New York, even before his injuries, the front office voiced concerns about Porzingis' ability to stay healthy.
Well, the track record for players 7-2 and up, not great. And today's game demands more movement from big men than ever before.
Just 4 to shoot. Out to Edwards. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Now here's Parker. He's got 8. Bucket is good.
And Parker is just so clever at finding ways to score off the drive, as he demonstrates there.
Edwards drives in.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
What they have done is ran their plays all the way through until they get something they like.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Siakam outside. Pass to Porzingis. Over Johnson. And that one goes long.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
On the wing, Doncic. Green with a screen for Doncic. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Houston. It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Doncic. Porzingis kicks to Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
And scanning the floor well. Porzingis all about finding open teammates when they've got a look.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz.
It's team time. Who wants one out there? They are here. The one and only Quad City, Texas.
For the Rockets, Yao. He's checked in for Porzingis. Mutombo comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Green in for Edwards. The Jazz also changing it up. Dandridge, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Tony Parker.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Boy, this hurts to have to bring up, but I was there for the Rockets title-winning days back in '94 when I was with the Knicks. I saw Houston in the finals firsthand.
Now here is Yao, and Yao slams it in.
Check out Yao doing big man things I mean, this guy's size makes those openings easy picking.
Here's Şengün. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. From deep, Green. Rebound by Yao. Back-to-back titles for the Rockets in the mid-90s. You were just talking about that. Greg, what sticks out to you about those teams?
First and foremost, the dream. Hakeem Olajuwon, he doesn't get his due at times, but the dream is one of the all-time greats. Olajuwon's defense really changed games.
Hardaway's checked in for Utah. You know, Greg, we talk a lot about Ball's offense, but his defense is just as important to this team.
Oh, Kevin, very disruptive. He has terrific positional size, and he can anticipate where the offense is going.
They grab their own miss.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
Yao draws the double. And stolen by Şengün. Green with the ball. Now Green defending. The shot, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Yao kicks the ball. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Rockets lead by 16.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, the reason why they made the adjustments they needed to make. They are executing.
And Paul with the block.
When you mix Ball's length with his timing, the result is a quality defensive play.
And the pass to Mutombo. Here's Yao. Şengün covering. Yao inside. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Lin against Green. Now here's Lin. D right on him. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Green. Deep two from Ball. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Houston on top as they wrap up the second quarter on a 20-4 run. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
And you know, for that matchup against the Lakers, this one is a coin flip, a 50-50 game on paper. Pretty even talent-wise. It's going to come down to execution.
Yeah, it should be a good one. I'll be watching on my tablet.
Taking some time now to look at our matchup. Well, everything is going right for the Houston Rockets.
They've got the defense seeing double. Quick ball movement. Defenders are a step behind. It's no wonder this lead is probably insurmountable.
Inside, outside, dink, dunk, swing. I'm dizzy. That's why I'm about to drink some of this shake.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Hart.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Edwards with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
They've got Magic Johnson. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Iguodala. Then there's Edwards. And it's Yao in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group starting the second half for Stephen Silas. Johnson from outside. Trains it from beyond the arc. Johnson's got the first bucket of the third here for Houston. We know you need talent to win, Steve, so how critical is basketball IQ to winning at the highest level? How important is it in that equation?
Kevin, it's everything. A playoff series can turn on a single play. And the guys, you can tell the difference who has a high basketball IQ and an average IQ. It does make a difference.
And some nice passing there by Houston. Here's Edwards. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive and trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
And Edwards drops them both. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Doncic. It's rebounded by Houston. Yau's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Porzingis passes to Edwards. That one goes in, and that's 15 points for Anthony Edwards.
How many times have we seen the possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And the Jazz call time here. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Dandridge passes to Parker. Passes Dandridge. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Şengün. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Iguodala gets the bucket.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Parker, and taken away by Magic. He kicks it to Edwards. And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. Edwards got 18 points in the game.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Anytime you watch the Jazz, you have to think back to those great Utah teams of the 80s and 90s. They easily could have won a few rings. 3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
Johnson kicks to Iguodala. Outside, Porzingis. Yao trying to break through. And another 3 for Houston. Maybe even more than a few. And Smitty, it seems hard to believe those Jazz didn't win a title or 2.
Kevin, well, if it wasn't for a player named Michael Jordan, they probably would have. Those Stockton, Malone Jazz teams ran into Jordan twice in the finals when he was at the peak of his career.
Yao with a screen on Parker. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Back to Edwards. Doncic with the steal. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. And Green with the basket on the assist by Doncic. He's got 7.
Draymond has such a gorgeous touch. Always nice to see the big man sink the floater.
Timeout called, the Rockets. Houston with a big group substitution here. Tumbo, he's checked in for Yao. Pascal Siakam comes in for Porzingis. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Green in for Edwards. The Jazz also changing it up. Maxey's checked in for Green. Jeremy Lin comes in for Luka Doncic. And Tim Hardaway subbed in for Parker. And here is Lin following the three-pointer by Siakam. Great D that time from Green.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Over in the corner, Isaac.
2 minutes remaining.
Good, it's Johnson with the assist that time. Johnson's got his 8th assist in the game.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Now here is Hardaway. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Now here's Lin. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
And this team trusts Lin to play within the offense. He's very good at taking high-quality shots.
Mutombo sets a screen. They double-team Johnson. A 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5? from long range.
1:12 left to play in the third. Lynn from long range. Dikembe Mutombo grabs the rebound. Mutombo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Johnson surveying the floor. Kicks it out to Siakam. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Utah has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Johnson against Hardaway. Şengün with the bucket.
And Hardaway always looking to incorporate his teammates. You can see him keeping his eyes moving in order to make sure he's ready to deliver to the open man. And ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
You know, the coach has had something to say about that. No question, they've settled in and executed brilliantly. Great player movement, great ball movement. That's fun to watch.
And here are the Rockets now. They're on a 14-6 run. Johnson for 3, and another 3 for Houston.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
And stolen by Siakam. Shoots the 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Houston Rockets sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Utah, looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. We've got Tyrese Maxey. Keldon Johnson is out there with Miles Bridges. Then it's Mike Miller, and it's Lynn in at the point.
It's no secret that Lonzo is an elite facilitator. If you're open, he will get you the ball.
The Jazz making a switch here. Stoudemire's checked in. Now with the ability to play a soft zone, can Team Steve hide their weaker defenders?
I think it's great, Kevin, for a possession or two. And it works sometimes, but good offenses always find a weak link.
Johnson for 3. The shot, no good. And the Rockets take it the other way. Johnson outside. He feeds it to McGee. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
Now, here's Maxey. Stoudemire with a screen on Johnson. Maxey passes to Bridges. That one falls. Bridges has got his first basket.
Not only a jump shooter, Bridges also dependable at knowing how to get it done inside.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow. Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Stoudemire wide open. That one's not going to go. And it's Houston the other way. Johnson outside. Johnson double teamed. They kick it out to Green. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Utah Jazz. Maxey against Ball. Maxey, no good. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Ball, the pass to McGee. Houston moving the ball around. Johnson outside. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Isaac. A 3-ball. Headshot off. The Jazz go the other way with it. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Houston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Ball, the pass to Johnson. We're seeing a lot of pretty lively pregame dance routines from the players. You got any of that in your repertoire, say, before we begin a broadcast?
Oh, Kevin, I think pretty soon we should work out a few sequences, get ourselves fired up. You game?
No. Come on, Greg, I'm not sure about that, but you go ahead and do it. And for Houston, their shooting has been just uncontainable, 72%.
This is what you want to see more of from Lonzo, being more aggressive with his own offense and drawing fouls.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Rockets.
It's just a passing clinic from them in this game. Solid communication and unselfish play all around.
And also, they took advantage of their quickness, got inside and blew through the open lanes. Great job of attacking the paint. And looking like Parker is in that zone.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Now, Ball. Got a piece of it. From deep three-point range, rebounded by the Jazz.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Or is he actually insane enough to think that he might be able to make that? Either way, we might see him sitting by himself for a while. He's pulling his weight, but they still find themselves behind.
Over in the corner, Isaac. Green with a screen for Isaac. The kick out to Ball. Outside, Porzingis. Bridges with it. Out guarded by Porzingis. Here's Maxey. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Lonzo Ball picks one up. We know, Greg, the league trending towards small ball, but some teams are having success playing two bigs up front.
And I think the key is having versatile big men. If they can space the floor and play in space, also be able to cover smaller players, why not get the added rebounding and rim protection?
Catching up on the changes for Houston. JaVale McGee's checked in for Porzingis, and it's Maxwell in for Isaac. For Utah, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Rockets.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Magic Johnson.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Parker taking 2 shots.
And Tony Parker drops them both. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
And the basket by Mutombo.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Here's Green. Drops in the breakaway layup.
And they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
Lynn looking it over. So we see Houston taking the W here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.